Well, guys, I'm leaving the Crown House in Florida and headed to Cottontown in South Carolina, where the club started 10 years ago. I'm going to the Sugar High Showdown, and it's important to be there because this is the 10-year anniversary for Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club Cottontown. We had the 10-year national anniversary run back in June, but it's time to have just a closer, smaller group of gathering of the brothers who started the club here in Cottontown and some of the other folks who will be visiting from around the world, and of course the local clubs who have been watching us grow over the last decade. It was in the 80s when I left Florida, but it says it's going to be in the 40s in the rain when I get to South Carolina. Now I'm running up Interstate 95 from Florida to South Carolina, and I make this run pretty regularly to go back to Cottontown, either to see my kids who live there or visit with the mother charter and handle business. I've ridden this road so many times it's almost like autopilot for me. It's about a 6 to 7 hour journey, but today in the rain it took me 8 hours. On this trip I stopped in Savannah, Georgia to hang out with Gary Crosby, one of my Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club brothers. I had lunch with him, but we didn't really shoot video of it.
Flacco's Tacos with Gary. Well, here I am in Barnwell, South Carolina, in the middle of nowhere. It was in the 80s when I left Florida, and it's dropped to 48 degrees here in Barnwell. So kind of in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, time to keep on going. It's cold, rainy, wet, miserable.
It's funny how many different conditions I've made this trip in. Sometimes it's 100 degrees for 7 hours, just brutal. And of course, sometimes it's freezing cold like today. It got down to 45 and my gloves were soaked. The water was seeping in around my ankles and my wrists from my rain suit. It was getting cold and miserable, but it was certainly worth the ride. I do this ride quite consistently on the motorcycle to get home to see the kids and handle business in Cottontown. And it's just a lot of different conditions. Usually costs me about $60 to do this ride, so it's somewhere about $18 to fill my tank, and it's about 3 fills on the way up to Cottontown. Well, hey y'all, I hope to see you at the Sugar High Showdown for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation in Cottontown this weekend, and of course every year. And of course, congratulations to all the brothers of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club, especially Cottontown, for their 10-year anniversary.
Well, I'm in Cottontown and it's cold here and wet. It's like 45 degrees and raining. My fingers are frozen, and I'm waiting for my kids to get home from school so I can see them. And then off to the Sugar High Showdown.
I'm James Disciple Johnson, and I believe in old school values, so I started the world's largest Christian motorcycle club. And I'm leaving my home in Florida to hang out with Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club brothers in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, before heading south to Bismarck, North Dakota, Minnesota, and an epic Christmas party with the Granite crew of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club, Wisconsin. I'll be going through Sweet Home Chicago, our Indiana charter. Back to the state where I came into the motorcycle club world in the first place 25 years ago. Then off to Ohio, where I've been married twice. I've been to our Pennsylvania charter before, but I've never been to visit our new Old Ironsides crew in Boston. Then we're going ice skating in Rockefeller Park in the middle of the Christmas season in New York City, the city of my birth. We'll hit New Jersey on our way down through West Virginia and North Carolina before coming to South Carolina to see my kids. That'll take us through Christmas and back to Savannah, Georgia for the new year in Florida. If you're interested in knowing more about the Old School Values Tour, check out James Disciple Johnson on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube, see why we disciple men to have a daily word and prayer time and return to the old school values of honor, respect, chivalry, loyalty, and love.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you see all the awesome free content we put out by rotating your device and clicking the red icon to follow our channel. God bless you. Thanks for watching.